What's up guys, my name is Alex, and this is actually the second time I see y'all this week. Earlier during the week I released a video about my most recent pickups. Today's a little different though. Today's video is actually brought to you by the good fellas of Malco Protectors, and they sent us over some goodies. So I'm about to go over this stuff with you all. You guys just sit back, take it in, and determine whether or not this could be a good fit for you all. But I will give you one brief statement that'll kind of give you a brief idea of what to expect. And that is, this stuff is from my high-end collectors that are balling on a budget. So, with that being said, if you want that premium look of a vault style protector, but you just don't want to dish out that heavy cash for those acrylic style cases or those really thick cases that they put a lot of material into and all that stuff, this is the stuff for you. It'll keep your stuff safe, and it'll also give a premium finished look to it. And you can actually get a lot of these cases for a decent amount of money without breaking the bank, and save that money for actual cars instead, you know? So, I'm gonna be giving you all a real life scenario of what to expect with your cars in these cards in the mainline and the premium option. We're also going to be assembling one of the mainline and premium cases together, so that way you know what to expect. It's pretty user friendly. I'll also go over some of the benefits that the company offers whenever you purchase these protectors. And lastly, we'll go over some pricing options just to give you guys an idea of what kind of coin you'd be dropping with this stuff, you know? So if you jump on the company's website, you'll be able to see what exactly that they offer. They do advertise that this case is for a Matchbox or a Hot Wheels carded car. I'm sure that they'll also work for other cars that have similar dimensions, but that's what the company advertises. You can kind of put two and two together and determine whether or not you'd be able to fit other stuff in there. But yeah, these guys are not just selling protectors, they're elevating the whole collecting experience of providing you with a premium option to showcase your carded cars. This is like royal treatment for diecast collectors. So let's jump into it. Here is the card in case you want any information about this company or what they offer. I'll go ahead and post their link down in the description below. But let's get into this stuff. One of the things that sets this company aside is that they offer a swift assembly with no hassle, so you don't really need any tools or anything in particular specific to install one of these. All you need is your own two hands, and they send these flat to you, so you're guaranteed no wrinkles or bends whenever you receive these. The dimensions are perfectly designed to snugly fit your 164 mainline card or premium card, and they're stackable as well, so if you want to stack them on top of each other you can do so. And it prevents any corner bending of your cards. And I know if you're like me, I hate the flares, so yeah, you don't have to worry about that with these. They sent us a few mainline ones and a few premium ones. So we'll get started with the mainline one first. So these are a crystal clear choice. When you receive these protectors upon first sight, you might be thinking, man, this stuff looks dull. Like, why did I even get this? But it's not, trust me. They have a protective film that guarantees you won't get them scratched when you receive them. To remove the film, which is right here, and you just take it off gently and you'll see that crystal clear finish to it. I don't know if you're able to see that on camera, but if you look up top, you can almost see like there's nothing there as opposed to this film down here below. So that should give you a pretty good idea of what you should expect. And now looking at it without the film on the top half of the section, you can see that. Be sure you take off all the little plastic film before you get started on the assembly. All right, what I decided to do was put some rubber gloves on because I don't want any fingerprints in here. But I'm gonna be putting my hand inside to kind of bend the corners and give it a square look. And basically we're gonna be kind of pushing that corner out and bending it on the outside to square it out. Once you get one side, you can work on the other. And as you can see, it's already starting to square off. One flap is gonna have one indentation in the middle. You're gonna bend that in, and that's what's gonna keep the top of the card in place. So we're just going to bend it slightly. Actually, we're gonna give it a good bend, but then we're gonna bring it back out again. So whenever we flap it back out, it's gonna be perfect to keep the card in place. Bend this edge, give it a bend. Bottom has 2 flaps that are gonna keep the card still and stable. Okay, so now that we've had the flaps bent in, we're gonna bend them out just a little bit to where they're kind of close to 90-degree angles. And then what we're gonna do is bend the actual full flap inwards. This is basically the push tab. It's gonna keep it secured. Now, it is actually ready to go in. So, let's pick a card. All right, I have all my super treasure hunts in these 2 boxes. I don't think I'm gonna go digging through those. Let's pick another card over here. Let's actually throw this GT500 in there. I actually got this from a good friend that I met online, actually. Marty. Shout out to Marty out there. I appreciate you, brother. He actually knew that I wrote notes in the back, so whenever he sent me this, he already had a note in the back showing like the backstory behind this super. So that was really cool of him, and I appreciate him implementing that. And yeah, shout out to you, Marty. I appreciate you, brother. Traded LB Silhouette Nissan Silvia for 69 Shelby GT500 Super with Marty Cruz on Facebook. Saw his post, and he was looking for a Silvia, a red edition S15 Silvia, and I had one, and at the time I decided to just get rid of all my red editions. This Super has more value to my S15. I still felt like I was coming out on top, so what I did was I also threw in the red edition Volkswagen Bug with that car as well, just to kind of try to even things out. So if you do deals with me, I'm really fairly reasonable. I'm not trying to poke anybody's eyes out or anything like that. I also don't try to count pennies as well. And we're gonna bend it all the way in. Bend it as much as you can so that way it flattens out. That's how you're gonna get this protector to stay standing up. We're going to slide this car in from the top. I'm gonna put this car straight in there. Throw the flaps back in. Now that that's in place, that looks good, right? Last thing we're gonna do is secure this tab and close it. Close it all the way. We actually installed this the wrong way. The card's supposed to be facing the other way, but that's easily fixed. All we have to do is just slide it out and then slide it back in. So after you've gotten the bottom portion in, it's gonna be between the 2 flaps, and the bottom base has a flap as well that goes across the card. Your card is gonna go in front of this flap and behind these flaps. So it's gonna be kind of sandwiched in between them 2. You can see it's not moving anywhere. It's in place, and I'm about to secure the top portion. It's part of the flap. You wanna have it kind of diagonal so that way it keeps the full card in place. And lastly, we're just gonna snap this back into place. Just like that. The last secure tab, we're gonna go ahead and snap that in, and you should hear a snap when you do that. Just like that. This is the finished product. And doesn't that look a whole lot better than what it would be in just a regular plastic protector? I dig them, and I'm definitely using them. I have some of my top supers in these cases. That's how much faith and trust I have in these cases. I've even poked holes in the back so that way I can hang them on the wall. They're a pretty cool option. We're gonna do one more of the premium style, and then we'll call it a day. Boy, do I have a car for you. The Malco label goes on the bottom base right hand side. And I advise that you use gloves just because you don't want any fingerprints or anything like that in there. And then we're just gonna bend it, basically, pretty much. Just bend it to where you get those creases. And until it's in a square shape, or a cube shape, I should say. All right, so this is how much faith I have in these cases, and we are gonna go with the Skyline. And we're gonna slide this car in ever so gently. So now we can go ahead and snap this into place. And you hear that snap. And this flap, you can actually make it more of a 90-degree angle versus a diagonal angle. And then we're gonna use the secure tab. Snap it in, you'll hear a snap just like we did before. This is the Skyline in the Malco protector vault style looking case. And just like that, it's already went up in value about 20%. No, I'm joking, but it looks like it does, right? So yeah, these are the two cases that I wanted to go ahead and show you all. These are just like additional options you guys can use for cases. Lastly, I wanted to go ahead and kind of describe some of the premium protector prices and mainline protector prices. First off, with the premium prices, there's a 10 pack that they sell for $15.95, 20 pack for $27.95, 40 pack for $53, and 100 pack for $109. So that's about almost a little over $1 a case for these if you order 100 of them. Mainline protectors, they have the 10 pack for $14.95, the 20 pack for $25.95, the 40 pack for $48, and the 100 pack for $98.95. So that's a little under $1 for the 100 pack if you decide to go that route. And this company is also working on a discount code for me. So if you're interested, let me know and I will try my best to kind of expedite that process with them. Drop that information down in the description of this video when I receive it. If you found this video interesting, give it a like or consider subscribing for more diecast or speed related content. I thank all of my viewers and subscribers, and as always, thank you, and I will see you next time.